Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of this blind playthrough. Today, we are going to be going through the investigation section before actually getting into the first trial. So, I'm not sure how long this video will be because I do not know how long the whole investigation process is. But what I've been recommended is that I leave the class trial for its own personal video. So that will be uploaded on around Tuesday. I'll try to upload on Tuesday. So it has its own video, we can give it its own importance and all that stuff, right? So today it's just dedicated towards investigating. I would suppose it's us getting more information to put inside what would be I think it was called the Monokuma file, right? Monokuma gave us a file and he said he would give us information based on the cause of death and everything, but I suppose we're going to do our own personal investigation as well. So we left off here. We have Junko's fake body dead there, or at least I suppose it's the fake body. I might be completely wrong. So I guess we just have to interact with people. I guess we have to interact with everybody. I'm not sure. Talk with Chihiro way there in the back. Someone got right in front of us. Okay, he's not gonna say anything important. This dude. Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Dude, I hate how he talks. Okay, Toko. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Sakura. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. That's all she says. She always says that, dude. How creeped out is this guy now? Because he always tries to think positive, like, oh, it's a farce, nothing actually ever happens. It's all just a game, right? It's all just a setup, a prank. I wonder how he's gonna take the situation now that people actually started dying, right? Let's see. Oh, I guess he doesn't say anything important. Mondo? Is this really happening? Okay. Aoi? I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else, we're all dead. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. So you finally noticed. Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaga died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Okay. But didn't you guys see her dead there? Like, you went and picked up my body. I was like laying down in front of her. She was in my bathroom. You guys probably already knew that. Like, all at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Okay, but I was knocked out. Like, for just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. A feeling of suspicion and fear had returned, in other words. Okay. Yeah, that's what I supposed, remember? I said that since she died in our room and everything. And plus we went to find her body all by ourselves. That people would start turning on us, thinking that we actually killed her. I also suspected Obyakuya, because he was late, right? So people might also suspect that. I'm not sure. So, we're really gonna try and find out who did it. Okay. Kiyotaka. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what the ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. Byakuya? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is, okay? And Kyoko, let's see. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? You see, she's a cop. She seems like a fucking cop, dude. Only a cop would think of that. Or someone who watches a lot of those programs like what it's called, Special Victims Unit and CSI and all that stuff. Only somebody who watches that or is actually a cop would think that way. After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I mean, he probably has some experience with crime scenes, right? But what if he was the culprit? Like, how do we select someone to protect the crime scene if we don't know the culprit? Because if we end up picking the culprit, then everything goes to the trash, right? So let's see. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Can't just trust him, I guess? Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, that's the first thing you would do. Yeah, so leaving 2 people would mean that even if one of them is the culprit, then they would have a harder time trying to tamper with the situation, right? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Oh, Sakura will beat Mondo up, even if Mondo is big. Dude, I don't. 2-player co-op base defense with the 2 of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Oh my god, dude. I hope Hifumi is the one that killed her. I hope we end up in the conclusion that Hifumi is the one that killed her. I just want to watch Hifumi die. Like, I don't want to hear him talk anymore. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright, so what do we do now? Can I inspect the body? I gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touch her wrist and to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff. Yeah. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Hold on. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real. He's finally catching on. It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real. He's going crazy. Alright. You're just now accepting that? Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final conclusion. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say anymore? I'd rather you didn't now. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, right? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. That's right. Let me just say this right now. If whatever, did this is here right now, then they're thinking of destroying that evidence. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get double beat up if it's both of them. I'm serious. Okay. Laying his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that? We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? Dude, is she really suspecting so much of me? Dude, look at her animations, like... Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? I wish I could, to be honest. Well, actually, no. Hifumi is before you. Like, it's Hifumi and then you. You're just too radical. I don't know. Well, I guess I wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. I mean, true. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from... Okay. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will pick you, I guess. And die. Okay. I'm not reading through that again. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Okay. So, investigate. Let's see. I guess I should look around the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I want to find out the truth, so we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so let's see. She was stabbed in the chest. I'm guessing that knife came from the kitchen because none of us had access to a knife that was not from the kitchen, right? Because the toolkit, I don't think, has a knife. And the girls had sewing kits. And did the sewing kits have knives? Like, because they said stab vital organs, but did it mention if they had a knife or if they had, like, actual needles to stab with? Maybe they did have a knife. So if that's the case, it probably was a female. Apart from that, the fractured wrist might be a blunt hit from the prop sword we had. We saw that laying on the ground. So, maybe she tried to defend herself with the sword. It got taken away from her, and the culprit got the sword, hit her. She tried to, like, block it. But, like, a clean swipe from a wooden sword, I think that is, would definitely break a wrist. So that could be what happened. Then they just stabbed her while she was in pain and brutal murder. I don't know. Let's talk to Chihiro. Let's see what happens then. Are you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alrighty. Oh, Yasuhiro. He's still going crazy. I surely don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Let's check the body once more. I gently placed my hand. Okay, we did this. Check for pulse. There was no pulse. She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Okay. Let's press the tab. Was it tab? Yeah, there's only these 3 things, right? Nothing else here? Oh, monitor. I don't think we can learn anything, but just in case. That's it. The Monokuma always shows up on. There's gotta be a clue here. Or not. I'd better get back to investigation. I bet all the clues are in our room, right? But I just want to check everything just in case. We can also get Monokuma coins from there, so. But who is it? And what for? No coin. Okay, then let's head out. Leave the gym. Yes, we are. We're in this area now. Is there anything specific we can... Okay. This. Just in case. Set the display case our trophies and other items. The monitor. There's no clue. Okay. No pointer. Oh, Monokuma coin. See? Now we have 4 of them. And let's see this. Whoever's behind it. Cameras. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Okay. The doors. Oh, that's right. That's inside the gym. Okay. Let's just leave then. We leave. And... we leave again. Perfect. So, essentially, I should head to the scene of the crime in my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there, okay? Oh, he automatically goes, okay. So I headed to my room, Sayaka's corpse. Okay. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. I'm gonna talk to these guys first, just in case. I'm gonna tell them to chill out and not beat the crap out of me. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed... Oh. That's true. I didn't remember there was trash. Mondo, why are you so smart? So, if I ever find a guy, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? I'll get sorted when the time comes. Alright. Oh, Kyoka. I actually didn't see her. He was like behind Mondo. Sakura. Do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. Alright. Let's talk with Kyoko. She probably has some intel. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but... Oh, okay. I'll try not to read through the dialogues where there is a speech. I'll just leave the text on screen for a little bit so you guys can read it. And I'll read it in my head, of course. If you can understand Japanese, well, good for you. I can't, so... Just to appreciate the voice actors, right? Because they did a pretty good job with the voice acting. And there's not much scenes where they actually talk. I've been told they do a lot of talking during the trials, so that's going to be fun to hear them all. Okay, she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room. What kind of question is that? I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. This music, the music for the investigation period, is actually really good. I like it. So there's a toolkit. As we can see, there is no knife there. So there's no way they got a knife to stab with, right? We ain't exactly in the mood to be built in. Okay, right? So you haven't used yours either then? Not just me, nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, cause like, why would we? Tooth kit, okay, has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This little folder here, let's check it out. It's like a folder, right? Notepad, yeah. I don't think it's relevant right now. Alright. The brush thingy to clean. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. Did Sayaka actually? No, why would she like clean the room, right? So here's the sword. This is an important part. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. So I would suppose the person would have glitter on their hands, but they must have cleaned up by now, right? Let's check out the sheath. Maybe there's something important there. This is the replica sword. Okay, it's the same thing. Oh no, okay. And plus the sword's been taken out, so it's just sheath. But there's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. Okay, so maybe the killer came in with the knife. Sakura couldn't have slept because she was worried. So when someone broke in, she just grabbed the sword, right, but didn't even bother to take it out of the sheath. So she used the sheath as a blockage, right? So the person tried slashing and stabbing her with the knife, and those impacted the sheath. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. So why are the scratches on the sheath? I really think it was used in defense, like. If you're not used to using swords, one would think that the sheath would actually make like a good shield. It's small, but you can definitely use it to unarm impacts, right? It's a display stand, nothing important. The trash can, does it have anything? No, can't use it. Is this the table? There are scratches and gouges on my walls in bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Probably. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. I was right, there's no other room, if only I heard something. Yep. Don't you remember, all our rooms are completely soundproof, right? So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you can know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of struggle has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I'm just gonna inspect the bed real quick. There are gouges on the bed, like someone attacked it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's so much. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think I've inspected the key yet. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. Must be my key room. I remember correctly. That's right. Well, we trade keys. Okay. Do you pick it up? When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But if that's true, then how did the killer get into my room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Yeah, that's what she said. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. It's not possible. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. Okay. Switching rooms. Let's inspect the gouges on the wall now. Okay, we already inspected that, I suppose. Okay, she's gonna tell us the same thing now. Fine. Let's see. The camera, just in case. Say anything important? No, it doesn't. Let's see what else. If I press the door, do I leave? Probably do. Might want to enter the bathroom before. Okay, so apparently I can't go to the bathroom yet. There must be something that I missed. I'm pretty sure like I inspect everything here, right? Maybe the lock on the door, right? Okay, so I guess it doesn't just let me investigate the lock like I wanted to. Okay, so we inspected these. Let's see. I guess I can inspect the monitor still. Let's see. I can inspect this and then the monitor. They'll just repeat the sequence, right? Oh, I pressed it again. My bad. This music, I don't know what type of music. It's like a mixture of like jazz. I don't know. It's something else. One of the monitors, there's nothing there. Alright. Can I talk to Kyoko again? Will she say anything important? Is it the same sequence? I think it is. Searching, she was down on her knees carefully, lose contact. Concentrated. She suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Is it because of the lint roll? I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time. Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I expected. There's something very unusual about your room. Alright, we're along. What do you mean? I've searched your room floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around it for. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too? Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Of course it was the killer. Like, after killing, he or she probably like took and cleaned the room with the lint roller just so there's like no evidence, right? That's what I would suppose. And I would also think that it's probably in the, what do you call it, the trash bin thing, the one that Mondo named. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Okay, now we investigate this. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Okay, we investigate it now. What can we touch? There's 3 things. Right? Yeah. Okay. First, let's go for the shower head thing or whatever this is. The water from the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Okay. We can investigate her and the blood, I suppose. Let's see the blood. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... Oh, numbers. 11037. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. So maybe Sayaka, before she died, wrote those numbers just to tell us who was the killer. Are those the... Let's see. What's the 11th letter in the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. K plus an A. What's the 3rd number? C. K, A, C. I don't think that means anything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. K, A, C, G. That doesn't seem to mean anything. Unless... I don't know, dude. Did Sayaka do this? Let's see. No, I guess the knife. I told myself I simply wouldn't face what I saw, but now it's not the time. I pulled out Monokumo file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Yeah, that seems like a kitchen knife. That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokumo file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody. That's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on there, on her wrist. The sword, right? I know they impacted her wrist with the sword. Right there, where her wrist was all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is there's some blood on her left index finger. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. Because she wrote it down. She wrote those numbers on the back wall. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Alright. So I guess we leave now. I don't think there's anything else, right? No. Okay. Let's just leave. Now, I think we should investigate the The trash bin. Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that most likely Sayaka's dying message. Okay, we get to investigate that. Nice. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote it, the numbers make me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? It would be mirrored. Right? You're not gonna... No. You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. They would be mirrored because we write from left to right. And if she like turns her hand around, she's going to write from right to left, right? So it must have been 73011 instead of 11037. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. When it comes to numbers, we better, yeah, Chihiro. Okay, do you know the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it got stuck? Got stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the... okay. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Okay, the doorknob is broken. We have to talk to her again, right? Because she had another message. Okay, I guess not. Whatever. Let's just inspect that then. The doorknob practically about to fall off, yeah? Okay. Someone must have used a oh. If it was a screwdriver, okay, then it was one of the males because we have the toolkit. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that? Guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me. I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Okay, so basically the person that came, maybe they started struggling for the door, right? And since they couldn't open it, they tried to open it and they thought it was locked, so they tried unscrewing the doorknob and stuff. Maybe. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this. Then that clears that up. What clears what up? I'm so lost. Well, see you later. Okay, just go, I guess. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth section. Okay. I guess we have to go talk to Chihiro about the numbers. Murder weapon might have come from. And also I should look at the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Okay, so what were the numbers? 11037. If we turn that around, it's 73011. G plus a C. No, that doesn't make sense. GCA. Not sure. Where's the trash disposal place? Here, right? Let's check it out. Oh, it's much bigger than what I thought. Why is it closed off though? What can I interact with? Let's see. Okay, 3 things. The disposal thing on the floor. It's locked. There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge, it must be locked. Okay, a coin. This is the switch to open the gate up, I suppose. Like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Okay, not going to open up, I suppose. Do I just like do this? There's a sturdy gate here, no way to get past it. Okay. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open? No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty? Okay, who's on cleaning duty? Guess you won't tell me. It'd be faster just to go around and ask the others. Alright then. I guess we have to find out who's on cleaning duty. I might as well go visit Sayaka's bedroom. Might as well, I suppose. Let's see. Do we find anyone along the way? Oh, okay. Let's talk to them then. Hifumi. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you... Oh my... Why does he have to be on cleaning duty? It just so happens when Akuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So, I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't gotten a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room. Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge. Wait, hold on. Do you need a key to get into the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open at all times so we can all throw things out whenever we want? Make the murder more practical, I suppose. Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Okay, that's the rule. That must be why. If anyone could go into the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become more boring. Of course. Anyway, more important than that, why do you want to be on cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. Of course. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. There's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable, whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash, okay? If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in that? Okay. That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a villager or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy? So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Alright. I guess we get to investigate this section. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him Who's referencing? Okay, open up the gate, please. I really don't want to spend more time with you. Alright. Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy an evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Okay. Let's just hurry up and keep looking. Alright. Let's see. Okay, there's a few things. There's something here on the floor. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning. Why do I bother reading his text? Looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence when the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough itself to figure out who the killer is. Okay, but how did they get in here to destroy this evidence? If only Hifumi has the key, like... Dude. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in the front of the incinerator. Looks like it's used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Is that... Do you know what this is? Let's see if you collect... Oh my god. No. It's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. That dude, that 21-year-old dude that likes psychic stuff, right? I can't remember his name. So now what can we touch? The buttons. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt that they're related to the big mechanism. Alright, big mechanism, let's see. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned on the incinerator. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a... Do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you just said last time you were here, the incinerator was off. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then, and since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gates, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that... Did they throw the glass... Oh my god. Did they throw the glass ball towards the button? Impact? Turned on the incinerator and the glass ball fell? Okay, but who has a good throwing arm? Leon. But I don't think Leon is a killer. And that crystal ball belongs to that one psychic dude. Okay, let's keep seeing then. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards. Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Okay, I guess we don't have anything else to do here. We just have to... we can talk to Hifumi, but... Oh, there's this trash bin here. We can... Okay. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it is for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Okay, well, we got a coin. Oh, yeah, 7. Guess we talk to this dude and just leave. Mr. Nagi, you seem a little down. Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. Got all kinds of smother. No, dude. Never. I'm never talking to you again. Hope you die. Let's leave then. Let's leave and go talk to people. I said I was going to Sayaka's room so we can get the DVD. I'm gonna do that. Let's talk to Leon first because he's here. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? What do you mean nameplate? So, why was Sayaka in a room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong, Sayaka, and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? Not at all. To be honest, not at all. Then it would have been, okay. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then... Okay. So here's Sayaka's room. Okay, let's go in. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka... Why? Okay. So they switched the nameplates? The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? True. Okay. It's kind of weird. Okay, we have to pick up the DVD. Right? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what she... Okay, it might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. And I'm just gonna check here because of the sewing kit. I want to see if it has a knife. No, it doesn't have a knife. It has a pair of scissors. Okay. Then the knife must be from the kitchen. So I'm gonna head there right now. I'm gonna head towards the kitchen. Let's see. Anyone here? No, there's no one. Anyone standing around here? Nope. Let's head towards the kitchen then. Okay. Is there anyone inside the kitchen though? Aoi. Okay. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So, I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Isn't it illegal to be outside? Because she was killed at 1:30 a.m. And you aren't supposed to be outside your room. Or actually, we promised not to be outside our room. Did Aoi kill her? Okay, maybe. What can we inspect here? Oh, the knives! Right there, there's one missing. And Aoi said she was here last night when Sayaka was killed, so it means she could have been the murderer. She could have persuaded the dude to take away the clear ball. And she probably has a good arm for swimming, right? So she could easily throw a crystal ball 30 feet to turn on the incinerator. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, a big one, a small one, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Okay, let's see. I think we're getting onto something. I generally think we're getting onto something. It might have been Aoi. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about it, any of it. Okay, at least a coin. And the other thing is the camera. There's a surveillance camera in the kitchen too. Anything special? No. Okay, we're leaving. We're going towards the gym. We're going towards the gym. Can I talk to her about the knife, maybe? Yeah, okay. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall? Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning. Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. How did someone sneak behind her, dude? Like, unless it was her, of course. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then, you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Well, of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So, when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Stupid. Okay, now we're heading towards the gym. Let's head towards the gym and see if we encounter anyone along the way. I'm gonna go inside the classrooms. Maybe there's something. Just in case. You never know. Let's see. Okay, she's hiding in here. I don't think there's anything special around. I don't see anything. There's the camera, the window, the clock, the door, and the monitor. Yeah, nothing special. Okay, let's see. To kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that. To think I think I might vomit. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you, I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Nope, she doesn't. Okay, let's leave. Let's go to the next classroom. This one right here. Maybe there's something in here. I think this video is getting a bit longer than usual. But I don't think that's a problem. I really want to do the whole investigating part at once. This is the desk where I first woke up. Do we pick it up? There's nothing here. Alright, fine. Let's go to the next classroom, I suppose. We've done those two. Is there another one? No. Can we enter here? This is probably where the trial goes, right? Because we don't have access to that place. We can go watch the video now. I probably should. Just gonna talk to this dude right here first. Kyoto, whatever his name is. Kiyotaka. Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right? Well, it just so happens... Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Yeah, the nameplates were switched. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. I don't trust this dude. Well, I kind of do trust him. He looks like... I don't know. He looks weird. I don't feel anything towards him. What's here in the store? I don't think I've ever gone inside. Oh, is this where I buy presents with the Mono points? Probably do that some other time, right? Or should I buy them now? Might as well. Would you like to try your hand against the almighty Mono machine? Sure, give it a shot. Why not? Alright, let's give it a shot. So I just put a coin. How does this work though? Okay, I'm putting a coin. Do I put all of them? I'm just gonna try with one coin. Just to have a present. Because these are the presents, right? What is this? Lucky. Does that mean I got an extra one? Like a teacup? I don't know what I got in first place though. Okay, I'm just gonna leave now. How do I leave though? I'm not sure how to leave this place actually. Let's check, I want to check out the presents after. Dude, I actually do not know how to leave. Is it with R? Okay, nice. I should probably get going. Alright, let's see. I don't think there's anything inside here. We'll just leave. I might as well go play the video and then go to the gym. Just because the video might be cool to watch. Let's see. I guess I just pick this and we watch it. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sakura threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Okay, the pop stars. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers. Sayaka Miyazono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then, suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh. Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed. This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So, here's the billion-dollar question. What could have caused the group to go to pieces? Look for the answer after graduation. Oh yeah. Without warning, the video cut off. Okay. They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take this thing so far? Okay, I guess we leave now. Yes, we do. I'm gonna head towards this place, which is like the main hall place, right, or something like that. I want to see if someone is here. Okay, Celeste. Let's see. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking? So annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally. But I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Okay, I already did that though. Is it the perfect place to destroy evidence? However, there is one little problem, which is that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot inside. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. Alright. Can I inspect this? No, I can't. Nothing else to inspect. Alright. Let's just leave, and now we're going to the gym. I've been saying that for a while now, but this time it's actually happening. Gym right now. Let's see. We're going directly towards the back part of the gym. We're going to talk to Chihiro about the numbers and the other dude about the crystal ball. Chihiro first. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Alright, crystal ball dude. Hey Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've gotta get outbreak free. Okay, let's see. What are you doing here? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all bullshit? Let's put that aside for now. So, you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Okay, I guess we have to visit the laundry room then? Where is the laundry room though? I don't remember seeing it. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 years. $1 million. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. Alright. Okay. Is that the ending now? So... I'm getting tired of waiting. Let's say we just get started. It's time for the long-awaited class trial. Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Yeah, there it is. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon. Okay, so it was the red door. That's where I should go. That's where I have to go. Okay. Before I actually go in, I'm just gonna end the episode here because I'm supposing the class trial will actually start. It's already been a long episode on itself, so yeah. Really interesting. I think we managed to find all the clues. I'm not sure if the class trial can actually start unless you find all the clues. But, oh well. I guess the next episode will be dedicated for the class trial. I've been told it's actually kind of long, so the episode might be even a bit longer than this one, to be honest. I don't know how long this one has been. But well, I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Most of you probably already know the answers and such. In my case, I do not. But I've been doing some speculation and stuff. And I'm really intrigued to actually find out. So apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe if you do, like the video if you enjoyed it. You can visit my social media or my Discord channel or my blog. I leave all those links in the description below. And if you have any questions or anything, you can also use the comment sections on this video. So, hope you guys are doing well. Wish you all much love and see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.